Well, the decision in Hanover was the right decision.
Starting tomorrow, Manitoba's largest rural school division moves into Code Red, which means all students in the division are going to be learning online. The only exception is for students whose parents are critical care workers. But this is just one part of the plan that is causing some confusion.
The model also doesn't clearly identify who all the parents who are critical care workers will be. And we understand this is more than just healthcare and first responders and teachers, but they're struggling in Hanover right now trying to determine who in fact qualifies to have their children in school and who doesn't.
Bedford explains that schools in Manitoba were prepared with plans for each level on the pandemic response system, but have had to readjust because of mixed messaging from the province.
It's frustrating to do enormous amounts of planning and then see that planning kind of set aside because, well, we changed the plan. Well, why did you change the plan? Well, because we had to.
This is leaving teachers with more stress about what the classroom will look like in changing the learning environment for students. And confusion for teachers is happening across the province. While the initial plan was to have mostly in-class learning, Bedford says it has slowly become more and more blended.
All of a sudden, you're asking a teacher to do two very distinct jobs. And I liken it to texting and driving. You can drive, you can send a text message, but you don't do both at the same time.
Some teachers also have to teach across several classrooms. Bedford says teachers end up teaching the class multiple times and then end up teaching it again online. The province announced earlier this month that they will establish a new resource center to support remote learning, but this is something MTS would also like to see more clarity on. Bedford hopes it will remove some anxiety from teachers by providing more established remote teaching positions. And while in-person learning is ideal, Bedford says online learning generally works better for older students, and moving younger students will take more coordination.
And that's why the move to remote learning has to be very well planned. It has to be very well supported. In order for things to be successful.
Bedford hopes the province can be clearer in their communication and planning as schools head toward the winter break. In Winnipeg, Marie Gomez, City News.